Benji, sit. Benji, Benji. Is your dog getting bored of peanut butter on the lick mat? Probably not, but I am. It's sticky, messy, and Benji never manages to clean it off properly. And washing that thing afterwards, a nightmare. So, what else can you use instead? Honestly, anything. I know that's not very helpful. So, stay with us as in this episode of Benji's Kitchen, we will share 5 of Benji's favorite lick mat toppers that are healthy, easy to make, and super tasty. Salmon mousse. This 3-ingredient salmon mousse is easy to make, and the best part is that you can freeze it to use later. You'll need half a cup of cooked salmon. This can be fresh or canned. If you opt for canned salmon, choose the one that's in water and with nothing else added. A quarter of a cup of plain yogurt, 1 tablespoon of finely diced cucumber. Just remember to squeeze excess water after dicing it. Put all ingredients in a bowl and mix until combined. You can also add some herbs if you'd like coriander or parsley for that extra vitamin boost. Spread on the lick mat and serve. Benji approves. I like putting the mat in the freezer for a few minutes before feeding, as the treat lasts longer this way. You can also freeze the excess in silicone molds to use later. Benji! Okay, so this is the most flexible topper, as there is no wrong way of preparing it. You just have to make sure all the ingredients are safe for your pup to consume. So how I do it is I put aside small cuts of veggies, herbs, and sometimes meat while I cook for myself and my husband throughout the week, and store them in the fridge. Once I have a few items there, I cook everything in a pot with some bone broth for 30 minutes. How much bone broth depends on how many ingredients you have, so use as much as you need, that they are covered with liquid and simmer. Once cooled, add some extra herbs and blend them in a food processor. If your consistency is a little bit too watery, you can add a half a teaspoon of psyllium husk, or you can cook for longer so that the moisture evaporates. Again, you can freeze the excess or use it as a topper on your dog's meals. What I like about this topper is that you don't have to buy anything extra. You just use what you have when cooking for yourself and your family, and you can be as creative as you want to be. Benji, hey, that's for later. That's for later. Benji, that was supposed to be for later. Hey, hey. Impatient dog, Benji. If you have a senior dog or a large breed one like Benji here, you know how important looking after their joints is. This is why adding anti-inflammatory foods to your dog's diet is such a great way to reduce inflammation. For this topper, you will need 1 diced sweet potato, 1 teaspoon of organic turmeric powder, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Cook the sweet potato for at least 30 minutes to reduce its glycemic index. Once cooled, mix all the ingredients and mash together to form a paste. Spread on a lick mat and give to your pup to enjoy. Taste test. How's your dog's breath? I meet so many dog parents who complain about their pup's breath. It's unbelievable. And according to an article published by Frontiers, at least 80% of dogs over the age of 3 are at risk of some type of periodontal disease, which is extremely worrying, isn't it? So the aim of this next topper is to freshen your pup's breath. You'll need half a cup of kefir. Kefir is an amazing source of probiotics that can help reduce the harmful bacteria in your dog's mouth. 1 tablespoon of chopped curled parsley. Due to its high chlorophyll content, which acts as a natural deodorizer, parsley can help freshen your pup's breath. 1/4 cup of grated apple. Apples can break down the compounds that lead to bad breath because they are rich in polyphenols and antioxidants which help neutralize bacteria that cause dental problems. 1 teaspoon of chopped mint. Mint is great at fighting bad breath, and it also has some anti-inflammatory properties, so a good addition. Just be sure it's spearmint or peppermint leaf, not an English pennyroyal, as these leaves are toxic to dogs. I also like adding a few pomegranate seeds to this recipe, not just for the crunch, but also because they are packed with antioxidants and have natural antibacterial properties that can help fight plaque, freshen breath, and support healthy gums. Put all ingredients in a blender and blend until you get a smooth texture. Spread on a lick mat and freeze the excess. I like making these small paw-shaped molds and giving them to Benji when I can smell his breath. But don't forget that this topper is not a replacement for toothbrushing. Benji, can I finish, please? Hey, he really likes this one. Benji, sit. Benji, Benji. Yeah, this is cooking with Benji. Okay, so this one might seem gross to you, but the dogs absolutely love it. This topper not only introduces healthy omega-3s to your pup's diet, which are important for healthy skin and brain, but it can also help with digestive issues, so give it a go. You'll need 1 tin of sardines in water, or fresh raw sardines if you can find them, 4 tablespoons of organic oats, 8 tablespoons of kefir, a mix of fresh or dried herbs like parsley, oregano, thyme, or basil. Mix all ingredients in a bowl and transfer to a jar. Close it and leave it in the fridge overnight. I promise your pup will love it. If you can't get any fresh or tinned sardines in water, you can use any other fish you have access to, but try not to feed too much tuna because of its high mercury content, so small, oily fish are usually the best. Okay, that was it for today. I hope we've inspired you to try some new toppers. Just remember that treats should take a maximum 10% of your dog's daily food intake, so adjust the portions accordingly to your dog's size. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Right, Benji?